Hey everyone, in the mail for, well, a couple of days, I've been getting some new Power Ranger stuff right here. We got the 2-pack Lightning Collection of TJ and Zane in his Silver Psycho Ranger costume. I've already taken this out, that's why his arm is moved up like that. So yeah, this was a really cool set. Really love these figures. This is, like, from one of my favorite episodes of In Space, too, so it's really cool to have a set specifically referencing one of my favorite episodes. Man, this is so cool. They got Zane's face like just perfect, and yeah, TJ there. Um, it's not quite as good as Zane's, but it's still really, really good. And yeah, these are awesome figures of the stuff they come with. I'm loving these Lightning Collection sets. They just keep getting better. Although I have heard the Ninja ones they've been having some problems with. But anyway, then I got the yellow A-Squad Ranger here. This is really cool. I so love that we're getting A-Squad Ranger figures. I would never have thought, or well, actually I did think originally that we were going to get toys of these, and that was why they were recycling pieces, but we never did. So yeah, good on Hasbro for taking advantage of, yeah, Power Rangers' library of characters. And then we got the Green Ranger and Charlie here. Yeah, the only A-Squad Ranger with a canon name. Unless they've gotten names in the comic or something. I know there are fan names for these guys, but I don't remember what they were. I know the Blue Ranger is called Beevor, but I don't know what the other ones are called. Anyway, it kind of sucks that they don't have civilian heads, since, I mean, would it really been that hard to include civilian heads with these guys? Especially Charlie, because doesn't she take her helmet off at some point? I'm pretty sure she did. Also, Beevor, the Blue Ranger, would have been perfect. I mean, he was in a set together with another Ranger, so whatever. Anyway, I also got this big bag of loose figures. So first up is, yeah, one of these Mystic Force boxing glove Rangers. Yeah, move him and he punches. It's a silly figure, but it's cool. I'm trying to remember if these did these actually show up in Power Rangers? Like, I think they might have, but I remember more from Genji Ranger they were a thing because, wasn't the whole story that the Green Ranger was a boxer, and so these, like, had some relevance? But yeah, anyway, it's still a cool figure. Oh, and, because it's Mystic Force, this one leg here is, broken. The Mystic Force figures had extremely brittle plastic for their bodies. I don't know why. Of all the Ranger toys, these ones were so brittle and their legs are always broken. Like, I have a figure of Vita that I bought brand new. Legs are broken. Took it out of the box. Leg cracked. Oh, and speaking of broken legs, here's one of these weird furry Jungle Fury Rangers. Yeah, if you look really close, there's like a furry texture on this guy. Really weird. And then he has like a silver chest plate, and there's holes, I guess stuff plugged into him, and this one leg is broken. Which is weird, because these guys were not brittle plastic, but yeah, still broken. I don't know what's going on. And it really sucks, because I kind of wanted some of these furry textured Rangers, because they were such a unique and kind of weird thing. Oh, next up isn't even a Ranger, it's a Beetle Borg. Yeah, here's Drew, Blue Stinger. It's actually in a little nicer shape than mine, although the face has some scuffing up a little bit. Yeah, right there's some paint chipping, which isn't on mine. Mine has the thumb broken off, because when I was little, I was trying to put the gun in his hand, and for whatever reason, the gun just would not fit, and then when I finally got it in, I was like, oh, cool, the gun's finally in there, and then, like, a while later, I took it out, thumb broke off. So it's nice that this one has a intact hand. I just wish the face wasn't scuffed up like this. Oh, next up we got a Beast Morpher Ranger. Here's the Red Ranger in this armor, which, not really a big fan of this armor. Was this from Go Busters? Like, maybe it was? I really don't remember. Oh, a lot of detail in the Morpher here. That's pretty cool. Anyway, other than that, it's a pretty standard, kind of dull figure. Like, if this armor was from Go Busters, they probably should have just left it there, because I don't know, I don't really care for how it looks, but it's a fine figure. Oh, and here's something funny. Here's Nick dressed up, in a Genji suit. The head is missing. Thanks, Bandai. Did Bandai, like, were they aware that there would be a secondhand market for Power Ranger toys, and they were like, how can we screw them over? I know, let's make sure that Genji's head is removable and easy to lose for little kids, so that, yeah. Well, why would his head be removable? Well, let's stick a Red Ranger head there, because, I don't know. I remember when this first came out, my first thought was like, so is this something from the Japanese series? Was Genji, like, not his own character? Was he, like, just something that the Red Ranger would turn into? And it turns out, no, that's not it at all. This is just a weird thing that Bandai did because I have no freaking idea. Maybe they thought that if it wasn't a Ranger, it wouldn't sell, so stick a Red Ranger head on it. Like, if they wanted to make another Ranger and not, like, a creature, they could have, like, made Udana. So then next up is, I don't remember this guy's name. I think, yeah, this is a Beetle Borg monster. Pretty sure this is a Beetle Borg monster. It's either a Beetle Borg's monster or a Zeo monster. So anyway, you move this little thing on his back, and his little cannon arms spin around. They're really wiggly arms. I don't know if they're supposed to be like that. His legs are kind of wiggly, too. Anyway, it is a nice looking figure. I like this. This is a cool design. Yeah, I haven't really looked this guy over much. If it is a Beetle Borg monster, it's not from an episode that I'm, like, super familiar with. I kind of wish there were more Beetle Borg monsters that had gotten toys, like Dice Head or the Fire Cat. I love those episodes. But yeah, this guy's really cool. Definitely a cool figure. Oh, and this is a cool thing. I got a Lightning Collection White Ranger, missing a hand, and then he has a Karate Chop hand in the other. But he has Saba. That is really cool to actually get a figure with their weapon. And the missing hand isn't that big of a deal since I have tons of, like, extra hands lying around from, like, especially for the White Ranger, because hasn't he been released a couple of times? I'm pretty sure, so I'm pretty sure I have some extra hands lying around. Yeah, maybe I can give this guy to my nephew for his birthday or something. And then we got let's see, Yellow Lost Galaxy Ranger with a weird action feature. You squeeze the legs together, moving this little thing in her shoulder, which is attached to a thing she's holding, which is missing, so it's just Maya in a very awkward pose. And next up, we got the Gold Ranger, looking very skinny. Yeah. These, standard Beast Morpher figures were very skinny for some reason. Like, I don't know, maybe they were thinking Spider-Man with these guys. It's an okay figure, I guess. I don't know, the skinny doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't really work for me. I'm so used to Go Busters and, like, skinny for Jin, it doesn't work. Oh, and this one arm is really wiggly. I don't know what happened here. Like, this is not an old figure. This is, like, from 2 years ago. So, yeah. Oh, and the legs are kind of wiggly, too. It's an okay figure, though. It's not that bad. Oh, and then I got one of these. Let's see. Here's Eric from Time Force. Ooh, nice leg articulation on this guy. Better than the standard figure. There's a gear on his back that moves his arm around. Looks like something plugged into his arm. Something maybe plugged into his back here. It's too bad they wasted, like, such a decent sculpt and articulation on a gimmick figure. But it looks okay, I guess. Just the arm is in a weird position. It's holding a thing. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Oh, got some keys here from the Beast Morpher Rangers. Let's see. A couple of Beast Morpher keys. Don't know what I'll do with those. I don't have a Morpher. I don't really want the Morpher. Oh, and then we got one of these boring Dino Thunder figures. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really not a fan of these ones with the spikes and the big shoulders. I don't know what it is about these, but I don't like these. I would have preferred like standard figures. And then right here we get a green Spd Ranger, standard green Spd Ranger figure. Pretty cool. I don't have like a standard green Spd Ranger figure, so... Oh, and his leg is broken, because of course it is. But yeah, other than that, really nice looking figure. Not too much paint scuffed off this guy. Weapon is missing, so that's kind of unfortunate. And then right here we have this, let's see, this monster from Beast Morphers. Oh, and he has his sword. He has a gun too, but I think it's in the other room. It fell out of the bag here, and I don't know. I don't remember where I put it. Anyway, lots of good detail on this guy. Look at the spikes on the shoes there. That's cool. This thing hanging off his back, or the back of his head, really cool. I don't really remember this guy very well from Beast Morphers, though. I remember this guy more from Go Busters. Of course, that might just be because I watched Go Busters a heck of a lot more than Beast Morphers. It's been around for several more years, so like it's only fair. They did a good job with this guy. I like this. This is good. It's not too skinny like the Ranger figures. Oh, speaking of which, I have one more Beast Morpher figure here. Here's Silver Ranger. Yeah, skinny Silver Ranger. Yay. I don't know, I feel like I'd be more excited to have this if there wasn't a Beast Morphers. Because I really liked Beat J Stag in Go Busters. I was not a fan of whatever his name was in Beast Morphers. I honestly cannot remember. Steel, that was his name. Not a fan of Steel that much. Like, he was cool when he first showed up, but then he just kind of did nothing. And last up, yep, that's it for this one. We got a, let's see, silver metallic Spielborg. Got a little thing on the back, you turn it, and he does a, like, upside down dab dance. Okay, whatever. I'm sure he came with, like, swords or something that he was supposed to slash at the bad guys. Anyway, pretty cool. I like Beetle Borgs, so it's always cool to have some more Beetle Borgs. And yeah, that's it for some of the new figures I've gotten over the past couple of days. Let's see, I think that was everything, so yeah. Hope you enjoyed this. See ya.